Hello, it's Crafty Nita here. So glad you're here for a quick visit. I'm going to show you kind of a haul. I went thrifting and I got some odds and ends. I thought I would just talk about those a little bit. Plus, I got some Happy Mail and I thought I would share that with you. And just wanted to share things. Here is a kit, and when I go into the charity shops, there's usually, bins of really inexpensive items, and they're just really generous. Sometimes I'll make a little pile and they'll say, oh, well, $1 for all of it. And so that really, that blesses me. And then I don't have to pay very much for some of my craft supplies and keep my hobbies going. Now I'm going to make a beach house, a little dollhouse, and I thought this little image would be perfect to be framed and put in there. Doesn't seem to be anything else in the kit that's left. It's just the instructions. But I can take that out of there. And this one here, I can use the threads. I can spray paint the frame and put it in like a Barbie scale house. I can use this canvas to make baskets or rugs. So that's something there. And then the burlap, kind of the same thing. That can be useful. And then I found this. I think it's for diamond art. But look at that. I can use that for some of my tiny things. And then when I'm using beads, making maybe lamps or perfume bottles, has some pointed tweezers and this thing to help pick up tiny things. I thought that might be useful. And then I got these. They're earring backs. They got the wide base. Now if I set that down and then build up on the post with some beads and then glue them, I can make little perfume bottles or lamps or something. Little vases perhaps. I just thought that might be useful. And then I got this little kit. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I opened it and all this came out. And this got little Google eyes, and it looks like a carrot. Anyway, I thought maybe I could use some of these pieces in my dollhouses or other craft projects. And in the same thrift store, she had a bin of some toys, and got this little tiny skirt. Thought that might fit one of my dolls. And look, little bitty binoculars. How adorable. So tiny. And then this, somebody must have made this or started a project. And I thought that would make a good little rug. Maybe beside a bed or down a hallway. I also picked up some moss that she had there. And moss is on everything. But that is just cute as can be. And I was thinking about a project, perhaps making inside of a book shape, making a miniature library. And I thought that might work for that. I'd have to glue the spine to the book. And then decorate the outside to look like an old book. Maybe put a shelf in here and some little bookcases. I don't know, it might not be deep enough to put like a little rug. Thought perhaps a fireplace. I don't know. Not sure it's going to work. I might have to get another one. But, for $1 or less. I mean, I had a big pile and she just said $3 for everything. So, now, I also got some Happy Mail. I entered a little miniature competition. It was just a drawing. And Quillia Minis is doing it. She's got a Facebook page and a new YouTube channel, so check her out, Quillia Mini. It's Quillia, and I'll put the link down below. Anyway, she was offering some cute things around Valentine's Day. And so I entered my name in the drawing and I won. Now she made this little wreath and some tiny lollipops. It's just so fun. See how tiny that is? Let me see if I can get a little closer here and you can see Really pretty little bead. And an adorable bear. Who doesn't love to get a stuffy for Valentine's? And then there was a couple of books. I already put one of the books in my dollhouse. Matter of fact, I put several things in my dollhouse. But a little towel. How cute is that? There was a little sign. I think it said love on it, and I already used it as well. And then she sent some. Oh, here's another lollipop. And sent some tiny beads, little heart-shaped ones. And I just thought those will be cute. I put one on a base and had it standing up. And it looks like a tiny candle, heart-shaped candle. So anyway, it was fun. Always fun to win something. It doesn't happen very often for me, but it didn't require much to enter. I think you just have to like her page on Facebook and then comment, I think, maybe share. I can't remember. Okay, I'm going to have to set this down. Let's see if I can do this. Hubby bought me a stand for my camera that I find with miniatures. I have to kind of move around too much. So, now these came from My Mini Madness. Susan sent me some odds and ends. Just to be nice. I mean, there's a little bit of vinyl here. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. I actually asked her, what do you do with some of these things? I need some ideas. And she is so creative. I hope you go over to My Mini Madness and check her out. She's funny. Enjoy watching her creative process. She has like an idea a day almost. She's just really cooking over there. And she sent me, oh, just beautiful things. Look at this. The fabrics, the tiny, tiny fabric patterns. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous colors. And I can use those. I don't know what I'll do with some of these. But I like the shape of these. And they're real wood here. And let's see, I already showed you that. Some pretty cotton floss. And this looks like that flocking. Okay. And whenever I get ready to make some more window boxes or flowers for my garden I'm going to do, I'll be able to put these on the tops of some greenery and have pretty red flowers. Okay, that's a good idea. Now, she does show how to use things like this. And here, she even sent me a battery. So I'm going to have to go back and watch her video and figure out how to do things. She sets up some lights in some of her things. Like I said, she's very creative. And she sent me some odds and ends. I'm not quite sure what these are originally, but look at that. If you cut off that portion and piece of the top and paint it, doesn't that look like a little bottle? So, yes, giving me ideas. And I was just going to buy some fake fur at Dollar Tree. Didn't find one I liked per se, but I didn't need a lot. And here, she sent me some. Just what I needed. Here are some dowels. Very nice. Thank you, Susan. And here, oh my. Now you can cut snippets out of these and use them in your dollhouses in all kinds of ways. Use those little flowers, use these medallions, trim things on dressers. Okay, I'm excited about that. And this, little bookie here. Just set it down again. Just be patient. Sound like my mother. Just be patient. Okay, alright. This is a tiny brush. Very tiny brush for like detail. You see that? That will be very handy. That is exactly something that I probably need a lot of. And then there's also some batting here. That's intriguing. thank you. Wow. And she was so generous. And my husband, as soon as he saw this fabric, he said, oh, rugs. He's picking up on all this. Now let's see, what is this here? I have to confess, I've already peeked. I'll share it with you now. It is one of her little creations. Look at that. Get this out so you can see all the detail. She made a chocolate, like a little bowl. What do you call these? A compote? Not sure. But she used a bezel at the bottom. Some cute little bits and pieces here to make flowers and hearts. I wonder if those are like fingernail art pieces. And then one of those little rings, party favor rings for the handle. And I think I watched the video on this. I don't remember all the details, but I think this was just cardstock. And she painted everything and used like a Sculpey, I think, and made chocolates. Now, that is talent. So, thank you, Susan. And thank you, Dawn from Quillia Minis. This is My Mini Madness. Go over there and check both of these out. I'll put the links in the bottom, in the description. And you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm so glad you came to step in here and just see my little haul. All my goodies. I feel like, you know, a dragon with in my lair with all my treasures. And I just want to pile them all up and look at them over and over again. But I'm getting some good ideas, and this is going to keep me busy. And I would just really appreciate it when people think of me and give me bargains or give me treats and gifts and prizes. So anyway, have a great day and come visit again real soon. Bye-bye, and God bless.